Crew, what up, replay crew? How are you? Leave a comment, replay crews. You're the only one seeing this. Like mine to connect. I see retired dad, Simdu, Alan. See if I get the volume. Volume check. Volume check. Alright. Can you hear me? Volume check. Alright. Can you hear me? Volume check. Alright. Can you hear me? Alrighty. I'll put it up here, that way it makes it easier. Live chat activated. Oh, I do that right here. LRG, my man, what up? Carolyn B, hello. Alan, retired dad, Simdu, Malcolm, Lucy Lou, hello, hi. Developer, developing the developments. That's right. There's always developing developments going on. What's up, Sandy? You have a great weekend as well. Hope everybody's having a fantastic start of the weekend. It's a beautiful day here. It's hot. It's definitely hot. What's up, Billy? John Boy, good to see you. Ninja Puppy, hello, hi. There's Bob S., my four sons. Good day, good evening. Miss Blue Ice. Joanne, Diane, Beardian. There's Adam. I tell you what, Love Flower. Is that what I saw? Yeah, Love Flowers 45. There's Karen and Cheryl. I'm not sure what's going on. This eye is just so blurry. It's driving me nuts. What's up, Rick Reed? That's cool. No Supercross today. Linda Granny, Linda Debbie. You got Linda Crisp, Linda Lazar. Linda. Remember that video that went viral, that little kid? Listen to me. What is up, Pam? It's a beautiful Saturday. There's Karen Atkins. Justin, what's up? Stuck in the hospital, John Boy. No good, my man. No good. Well, send them prayers. Keep us smiling. Smile at everybody as much as you can. I was just watching this thing, this new motivational speaker I've been following, and I just watched some of his clips. And one thing he was talking to a homeless man, and it was like, start every day with a smile because there's always something to be grateful for. And that's I was like, yep, right, absolutely. So, Nina, oh, 5 acres and it's raining. Well, I mean, do you mow it in the rain? Do you have a top? It's like bush hog or like good mowing? Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd definitely go to the pool too. That summer netty I did was pretty good. I don't know what that means. For sure, definitely prayers for John Boy. RT Bones and Cedar Key. What is that? Did they find bones in Cedar Key? I got the chat down here. I can read it. It's hard to read up there. I'll put y'all up higher so I can get like a better view. Let me know if any deer come in. Okay, lucky bush hog good. That's cool. That's good. Where are we at? 72 people on here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I know there's a lot of other things y'all can be doing, like getting stuff done, doing chores, but hanging out here, man, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We're just chilling. OC ditched you all today. He'll probably pop up in the background. I'm not sure exactly where he's at. He was here. We got up and grocery shopping with them. He gone. What's up, Peggy? Andrea? I'm trying to see everybody. I didn't slow the chat, but I figured today's like the 100, especially when you don't do the drama title and stuff. It's our core group of people that can make it, and then obviously our replay crew to jump on afterwards. As I was saying, who was on the Tube Town Live yesterday with Levi? Put a 1 in the chat. Whoever was on the Tube Town Live. Or if you watched it afterwards. Because I know I just got to respond to a bunch of comments. All right, so quite cool, couple of you there. So you guys remember I told you about the experiment that I was talking about? There's definitely enough of you in there. So, y'all remember, like I told you about the experiment, which again, it's just If you remember the experiment, put it 2. Remember what I told you about the experiment I was gonna do? Just to kind of like, um, let me know. Did anybody catch that experiment that I was going to do? Well, I didn't. I was just proving a point. It really wasn't an experiment. It was just to kind of not prove a point. I just show something like, I guess like um, okay, Linda, Nina, remember? And then, am I not correct? And for those of you, okay, so um, for those of you who do not know, and again, we're only 5 minutes in the chat, and we'll probably talk about it a few times throughout the chat. It's the experiment was if you saw the video in the title when with what's up, Julian? When it said "Broken Dreams," what's up, Polar Spark? When you saw the title "Broken Dreams" and me pulling the generator out the trailer and the tire and the wood broke there. It was in the wood, but and that video right there, 10,000 views, right? All because of the the dramatic sounding of it. You know what I mean? And with the situation, everything that goes on, right? So, Broken Dreams ringing in 10,000 views, but then I said, watch. So for those who don't know, I told it in the chat. I was like, now watch. Today's video, was meaning yesterday's video, I'm going to do like a inspiring type of title. You know what I mean? And it'll get half the views. Sure enough, broken dreams, people eat it up. Building dreams, um, it's just that's how I can gauge my core viewing. You know what I mean? You get half of what your larger view counts are with the overall core count of the video. So it's just amazing to me. It's funny that yeah, it's the clickbait. Exactly. I guess it is the clickbait. And that's what I say. It's all about the thumbnail. Sure, you know, I got only enough time to do what I do, and I just man, I'm just gonna keep building my channel the way I'm building it and grow as I grow, and I just do it how I do it, man. It's working. Once I get to 50,000 subs, man, I'll really be starting to get momentum. Oh, you know, I checked in on since I'll be seeing Rob at Second Sense when we go to Ohio. I'm not sure if you guys are following him, but he's almost to 100,000. He's only like 10,000 away. So if you're not following Second Sense, go give Second Sense a follow. Because yeah, he's right there. That's his goal, so he could tell his kid like, "Yep, I'm a certified YouTuber," because he has 100,000. So Polar Spark, if you can put Second Sense, uh, I'm pretty sure most of you in here are already following Rob, but if you're not, go give him a follow. And let's try and get him to 100,000, man. That'd be sick. What's up, MQ? It does, LRG. What's up, John? I see you in there. I better watch out. I might get Mr. Chop Suey. That's why I love my family, my YouTube family. I tell you what, speaking of family, we had family dinner last night, and it was the funnest thing. It was the funnest thing ever. And on top of that, I got I didn't film any of the family game, which I'll tell you about, but I did film. Julia, Mima, and Chelsea were inside. Me and Lauren was in. No, Josh and Lauren hadn't got here yet. Me, Zoe, and Papa were out here on the porch, and then we had like the 8 or 5 deer, and then the mama brought the 2 babies out. So we were having our family dinner, and they were having their family dinner. It was cool, man. It was really cool. Right on, Iowa. I appreciate that. What are you up to today, Cheryl asked. I'm trying to like, do what John says, staying cool. Well, we got the whatnot auction. Don't forget to jump on that. That's my other source of income. This is my job, making videos, doing lives, and selling on whatnot. So get over there. Everything's already loaded. It's all in there. I think Joy, they were loaded a couple things yesterday. A couple new mugs that are on there. I'm not sure which ones, if they were Tube Town or I'm not sure, but that's what we're doing next at 1:30. I'm kind of wore out today, man. I stayed up a little late last night, freaking. What happens is, like, we had family dinner and it was awesome, you know what I mean? Then I'm all energized up, and then I'll sit there and you start listening to like different, like, different speakers and different motivational things, and like now I get even more fired up, So right when I should be starting to go to bed, I get fired up, and I'm up for another hour, like freaking. And the next thing you know, I'll start to, yeah, that just happens all the time. I sit there and just listen to good things. Right on, Peggy. Yeah, and that's where like it's again. I know like Peggy. There's so many of you. I can't. I don't want to individualize anybody, but I know a lot of you just go watch the videos. It doesn't matter because you guys support me, and that's why I enjoy building the channel the way I do because I can really kind of gauge it and like I was talking to Jeremy about it. You know what I mean? It's like all you know as well. Like the beginning of the year when advertising isn't paying as much, luckily Whatnot came along and I was able to start doing that, learn from Jeremy, and then, hey, another source of income, and it helped me continue to be able to pick and choose what I want to do for a video versus, feeling bad because I'm going to work with MHI and I'm, trying to film a video, which they're all cool with it. They're definitely down with it. But me, I just go out there and I go to town. I'll tell you what, after getting that unit, man, that's where it's at. Like the units are where it's at. Like I was seeing what Jeremy was getting yesterday, going through it, man. I was just like, man, there's just so much cool stuff. I'm gonna freaking do it. But right now I gotta get to Ohio, and like I said, everybody. Yesterday there was like 300 people on the Tubetown Live, but like I told everybody there, the fence is gonna be put on hold until I get back. But I did show in yesterday's video the total amount that was being sent to the account, so that everything's transparent for everybody. Everybody knows. What I'm gonna do is I got a Home Depot card. Home Depot card, and they say they match Lowe's. So I'm gonna call up there. I'm gonna order 25 panels, 26 posts, probably 10 bags of concrete, and then that way have it ready when I pull up there with a chair. They can just load it instead of me having to do it. And then there'll be a total right there, and then we'll know how much is left, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna get the post. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna get probably 15 posts. So I'm gonna cut them in half and put them in the ground for the front parking there. That's what's up, Adam. That's what I like to hear. That's why I do it, man. You know, I do it because I enjoy it. That's why people, I don't really any drama llamas haters, and as we all know, everybody in this, there's under 100 in here. Well, no, there's 104 now. And you guys know that none of it bothers me. They can try to do what they want, but I've been dealing with this stuff so much longer before this YouTube stuff ever came along, and it entertains me, to be honest with you. Um, Absolutely, Andrea. I'm saying it wrong probably. I love you. um, what's up, Gail? Well, right on. We'll tell the grandson happy birthday from the What You Doing Willis fam. Excuse me. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So anybody, and that's where I know somebody hit me up in my email, and that's why I started to promote it. I don't. I'd have to check with Jeremy. I'm not sure which day. I don't put the wrong information out, but stay tuned for the date and time when we'll be at the Winking Lizard. I believe is what it is. The Winking Lizard, and it's gonna. Where's the wife? The wife is inside, Diane. It's Saturday. What do you think she's doing? Actually, well, we got a lot of stuff done this morning. We had grocery shopping, and then had to pull, which I hadn't done this in a while because they were dirty. I had to pull the vents off the mini vac or the mini AC, split ACs or whatever, and they were dirty. All the vents in the house, cleaned all those vents, vacuumed them up, washed them off. Actually, I'll be after the Whatnot. I'm gonna be pressure cleaning the house. I need to get that thing done. It's dirty, so it's gonna be a busy day. That's right, Betty. There's a lot of licking lizard restaurants. It's going to be closest wherever the township is, Philip. So wherever the township is, where Mayor Dan is at, whatever town that is, that's going to be the licking lizard, winking lizard. So okay, so it's going to be in the town wherever Mayor Dan is the mayor at. That town or that city, that village, that county. I'm not sure exactly how they do it up there. I know Jeremy talks about it being a village. So it's going to be close to there. And I'm guessing that's going to be the closest one to Hell's headquarters. Again, I don't know. I haven't been to Hell's headquarters yet, but it's going to be the closest one to there, I would imagine. So that would be where it's at. If anybody knows what town that is, if you wouldn't mind putting it in the chat. Sam Bailey, transparency. Why, that's unheard of. Well, again, like I said, like I was telling everybody in the chat yesterday, and again, a lot of you were there. I expressed no ill will towards anybody. I apologize because of the fact of I got frustrated. I'm a very passionate person. I got frustrated, and that's my passion coming out through my frustration, because that was, again, not to beat a dead horse, but that was the impression I had to bring there, not, blueprints or engineer drawings, stuff like that. And so, I'll take it as I misunderstood, and then I just step forward, and we just move forward with the process. So, no big, like I said, I don't wish no ill will on them, or anybody else, any the council, anybody. It's just, that was just, again, my passion. I'm a very passionate person. That's one thing about me. I've always followed through with things I wanted to do. Sometimes it takes a lot longer than others, but hey. Yeah, Cheryl. So that's a crepe myrtle. What's up, Colleen? But it'd be cool if some of you guys can make it to the meet and greet. Like I said, as of right now, well, I didn't mean that George didn't know about it at the time, but I don't know if she'll be or not. So, but I do know Jeremy, Conky, Noreen, Rob. I don't know if Patience and Christian will be there. I'm not sure, but myself and Jeremy will definitely be there. So it should be fun. It's gonna be a good time. It'll be a fun meet and greet. I'm sure I'll probably film, or I'm sure there'll be some lives and some filming, and it'll be a good time. So I can't wait. Which actually we're talking about some other things. Like the ride along is gonna be fun, and we're talking about some other things to do. So the whole, I mean, it's honestly, it's gonna be like just it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. What's up, Alice? Doing good. Hope you're well. Good morning, Snagglepuss. Actually, no, shout out to Retired Dad. You know what I mean? Retired Dad is the one who made that. He's in the chat. Thanks to Retired Dad for making all that 3D blueprint. Which actually, I'll be reaching back out to him, I'm sure, because I need to go ahead and basically just do the overlay of the empty lot, and I got to put the measurements on there, and basically an overall drawing plan of the lot with the measurements. I need that, and that way, once I get to the next stage, I'll have that to give to whomever, and then if they need to Google Earth it or however they do it, I don't know. So I'm just gonna go forward with the process each day, and do what I can do to continue moving forward. So, it's gonna remind me of Happy Old Time to Grill. I guess minus a few, I guess they'd say bad apples or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not nor me to say. I know there were people at Happy Old Time to Grill that wouldn't be there, obviously, but that's not my doings. That has nothing to do with me. As far as I know, I think he's doing well, Pam. Definitely always saying prayers for Doug. He's a great guy. I'll try, Retired Dad. I'll try. I don't know if I can. I think you can go on like the Gilchrist County Property Appraisers, or not Gilchrist, but Levy County Property Appraisers. Isn't that where? Because I had a Oprah print of it at one point in time, and I think that might give the measurements of it. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not 100% on that. Hey, Colleen, you never know. I'll be in South Florida. I want to go down there. You know what I want to do? A couple things. Actually, there's all kinds of things I want to do. But I'd like to just go out in the middle of the Everglades and just go out in the middle of the Everglades. Just get in the middle of freaking nowhere and just be there. And just get back to nature, and like, it'd be cool. So Ethel, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'll just continue to go through the process. As again, you got that? As I was talking about that one speaker I've been listening to here lately, it's look at all the negativity in a positive way. I mentioned this to Julia, for example, like somebody cut you off in traffic, you can look at like, oh, that beep 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 or whatever, or it's like, man, that guy must be an emergency. He might need to be getting somewhere quick because there's something going on. You know what I mean? Not that that person was doing that intentional. They may have or may not have, right? And I apologize. I'm kind of going on my squirrel run, but if you just look at it that way and not let it get your emotions involved where it's going to make you mad, look at the negatives as a positive. And I've always kind of tried to do that. God bless my Uncle Craig, man. He was a funny dude, but he'd always tell me, and he basically just talking to God, and like, Like red lights, as you come into the red lights, you just focus on the red light changing, you focus on it turning green, and there's so many things that, you know, just looking at things in a positive outcome, you know, changes, a lot of things. Woodstock, what's up? Hey, I got your text earlier. That came in today, didn't it? I haven't responded yet, but actually I wanted to call you because I haven't got all the final details on the plaque, the names and all that, but that's all coming. That will all be done. And actually, Levi was looking for you yesterday too. Like, where's Woodstock? Yeah, so it's not going to be like that. So, for example, the Half Milltown Rail was awesome. That was the paid ticket type deal. So people who come will have to pay for their own food and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's not like an open menu. We're just going to be up there. The chat's way behind. So what's up, Selena? We're just going to be there and hanging out. I'm sure Jeremy will probably call ahead and let him know, like, you might want to, like, kind of reserve an area, because we got a party of probably, what, I don't know, 6 or 7 coming in, and then if there's 6 or 7, people to go, I don't know, I got it.
You have an earbud down there and not playing with it.
Okay. Sorry, Joy was bringing in the whatnot stuff, so I had to open the door. Her hands are full. But appreciate it, Zena. All right, got to go. All right, see you, Granny Lou. Post. Yeah, right, exactly. But that's where I'm going. So I was talking to my son-in-law last night, Josh, and is it on Thursday, Mark? I don't know which day it was. I think he had the day, but I'm not sure. I don't pay attention a lot. I'm so scrambled in my head. I'm sure there'll be. I'll probably do like video, and you know what I mean. I'll personally probably just grab clips of the meet and greet and make a video of that. I think that would be fun, and then I could put it. But I'm sure Jeremy would probably live stream it, and then maybe Conky. I don't know. I'm sure we'll all collectively have something going on there. So it's gonna be, yeah, my earbud. I need to get. I need to remember to bring them. Like that's one way I can get to sleep. I put earplugs in. And and everything's just quiet. Try to settle my brain down, slow it down. But yeah, I don't know where in Ohio. I'm sure pay attention to Jeremy's live, and then when I'll be seeing him obviously here before then, and then actually I think I don't want to overcommit just yet, but I believe I know I got a message on Whatnot from a viewer that possibly wants to meet tomorrow over in Chiefland. I'm not. I might be able to swing over there for 20 minutes or so. I don't know just yet, but I definitely like to do that, or maybe meet up at Legends Dessert Shop or something. That would be kind of cool. But it just depends on my schedule as to, because I gotta get a lot of stuff done here Friday because I'm leaving for the week. One thing, we're gonna go do some more target practicing. Julie wanted to just freshen up a little bit, but I gotta get the yard mowed, weed eated, cleaned up, and then yeah, it should be a lot of fun. But I got a lot of stuff to do here first. So, back to the thing. I think that's where it's at. Peninsula, Ohio. I think Susan's right. I think that's where it's at. What's up, Lisa? I apologize. I wasn't really reading the chat there. Luckily, it's not flying, so. Oh, we got 150 people in here, though. Oh, that's cool. Well, it probably will be. Like I said, most likely Jeremy will live stream it. That only makes sense for Jeremy. In my opinion, it only makes sense for Jeremy live stream. He obviously, it's a what the hell's event. But like I said, for me, I want to do like video with the viewers. And if the viewers don't want to do it, that's fine. You guys know me. But obviously, if it's gonna be live stream. So if you don't want to be on the live stream, you probably don't want to come. But I'd like to do clips with the viewers, talk to them. Maybe talk about different videos they like. You know what I mean, and just. Just spend time with the viewers. It's just like when we get done with when we would get done with our show, The autograph sessions afterwards. But I love doing that. I love talking to the kids and just, you know what I mean? Just encourage them to follow their dreams and do whatever they want to do in life and find a way to make a living doing something what you enjoy and you'll never work a day in your life. And just like, I really appreciate that. All good, Amos girl. Appreciate you listening. Oh, there it is. LRG, my man. Look, I'm gonna have to blue you up. That way freaking, oh, get off there. There's a wasp nest on the porch I gotta get. All good, Woodstock. Well, I'm like that's what I told Levi. I was like, trust Levi. He's probably busy right now because he's usually here. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. So like I think it should be fun. I don't know the time yet. So everybody, and I know the people that are seriously interested, even if you're like an hour or 2 hours away, that are wanting to come. You know, I want to be sure to try and get those details out sooner than later. But as of right now, if it was Thursday, what somebody said that mentioned that that's what Jeremy said, which I'm thinking it is going to be that Thursday. I text Jeremy right now, but I can't. I'm doing my phone, so 7. Okay, sweet. You guys know more. Thanks, Susan and Mark. Okay, everybody, there you go. Jeremy said 7 at the address Winking Lizard in Peninsula, Ohio. So there we go. Thank you all. Hey, Patty, what is up? It's Florida hot in Wisconsin today. Yeah. So that's what I was telling um, Jeremy yesterday. I was like, dude, somebody said it's gonna be like 90 degrees in Ohio when I get there. There's Flippin'. What's up, Flippin'? Is Gina in the house? Full security team's almost in the house. I'm gonna move my little thing. What is up? What is up? So tomorrow's video is gonna be cool. I fixed Flippin's door. It's gonna be me fixing the door, and what else did I do? I tagged Jeremy. I'll be honest with you though. His video comes out before mine. If his video he was filming yesterday comes out today, then yeah, you'll see. He did tag me back right before I got away, even though I called him out on it when I was leaving in my truck. Um, he did get me, but yeah, I can't wait, man. I was actually kind of looking forward to a little bit cooler weather and stuff, but at the same time, that hot's not going to be like this hot. I'm pretty sure of it. Then again, I could be wrong. I don't know. Go find some. Well, it depends on how hot it is. I might go swimming there if the creek's going good there at Hales headquarters. Isn't there? There's a place that like you can jump into the creek, a spot over the bridge or something. Right on, Chrissy. Yeah, definitely. Don't forget the whatnot. Good morning, Pokemon. Don't forget the whatnot at 1:30. That's another way you guys want to support. The cool thing about that is, if you want to don't do a super chat, go there and buy something. That way you get something. You know what I mean? Everything starts at $1. Actually, and I got Pokemon cards to auction off. Mighty Joe yesterday said that one Pokemon card, if it's a grade of 10, it's worth $8,000. And that's the thing, man. They're like, if you guys are into Pokemon cards, Jeremy's been auctioning them off left and right. If I'm not mistaken. No, it's unfortunately it's kind of hot. Oh, bummer. But yeah, like that one, I have a box that the lady at the post office asked me to auction off, so I'll be doing some of that. I might want to do like a full card auction. I don't know. I don't know this yet. I don't want to, necessarily. I'd want to look into them at least. There's not a lot like at the schoolhouse, but look into them a little bit, see. That way I get the most amount of money for her. Because she does know that she'll have to pay the taxes and the fee on the whatnot fee, and then after that we'll split that. So, and it's just this one-time deal, with these Pokemon cards. No, not today. It's not gonna be today. I'm just saying I got some. Right on, Angie. We appreciate you. Yeah. Again, it's always fun. It's always fun no matter what, man. You gotta make every day fun. If not, man, why do you want to be mad and not have fun? It just doesn't make no sense to me. I had to take this off, man. I really got to do something about my eyes. It's getting pretty bad. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. Oh, back to what I was talking about, talking to my son-in-law. He has a boat, right? And so I was going to one day get with him, me and him, go out and hit Cedar Key because he goes out there quite a bit. Now, actually, I'll have him text me a few pictures. When you get to those islands, the water's crystal clear. When you get off the Cedar Key and you get out to those islands in the white sand, the water's crystal clear. He has some cool pictures. When he'll be out there fishing, and he'll put his boat up on one of the islands with the palm trees in the background, like literally full on tropicalness. And I'm going to, you know, I told him, I said, man, you need to look into getting your charter license. And he's that type of guy, man. He has hazmat, the highest CDL. The guy could drive, probably not the space shuttle, but he could drive, anything from here across America in whatever, whatever conditions, because he has the highest CDL that you have. Obviously, if you have to drive a space shuttle, you have to be like government and all that. But as far as a civilian goes, and so I told him, like, look into getting a charter license. That way we can legitimately do like charters, that'd be fun. But what I was talking about is doing like a little island tour. It's going to be an island tour. Part of the stay, you get the condos. You rent the condos, and you come and you stay at Shady Oaks Campground. If you want to freaking, go to. That's what I told Julia. With a trailer, I'll have the kayaks and the canoe, and I can drive to wherever in Cedar Key, drop you guys off, go for the 2-hour tour or the 4-hour tour or whatever. Same thing with Josh. I mean, I'm talking like, man, like I talked about before, me and Jeremy talked about it. But it's really starting to really kind of come into vision. But, we schedule it, take people out, for the 4-hour date. And that's what I meant to Josh, like, man, we should go out and hit some islands and figure it out. Figure out like a little tour that takes us about, this island will be at this island for 35 minutes or 45 minutes, an hour, whatever. You know what I mean? Bring Cokes, bring snacks, you know what I mean? Just go around and you'll see all kinds of shellfish, you'll see the stingrays, you'll see other fish, I think that would be pretty cool. I'm sorry, watching the chat. Oh, you got a pre-bid in, Christy? Nice. What kind of brush is that? Aunt Patty, that's going to be a bush. Is that going to be that's a crepe myrtle. Yeah, it's definitely hot out. I got to be careful no matter whatnot, man. I've been talking so much, I'm getting out of breath. Whoa. Appreciate you, Andy. Yeah, it's just going to be a process. It's not that. I think, I don't know. I think there's a miscommunication, but I think it's gonna all work itself out. It always does. It's always God's plan. Oh, right on, Pokemon. Yeah, I appreciate that, nice Catholic girl. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Please have some fun. Smile. Like I got one today. I just want to say I got one. I got a guy on the bench at Walmart walking out. He wasn't smiling. And so I smiled at him. He smiled back. That's just cool. That's cool. That's the easiest thing you can do. It will change your own vibration. This is the stuff that I do. I don't. This is the stuff that I've been told. It's just my own practices. But like again, it was just you look at them and smile, and then they smile back. Sometimes they might not. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But then you just find something else. But that's what I meant by that. It's pretty cool. Where we at? Chat rate 5. We've had 446 people in here. Average view duration. I got you for 8 minutes. I ain't even got you for 10 minutes. I know, but people got things to do. I get it. And some people just get bored. That's right, Terry. That's fun. Yeah. Again, that's their source of content is being those, the DLs. Yeah, I like the video. Where we at? We have 136 likes. 141 current viewers. Don't forget to hit that like button. Like it, like it, like it. Or if you're the drama llama, you don't have to like it. But you're still watching. You're still watching. Yeah, sometimes that happens, Caroline B. It does that. So just same thing with like Like somebody the other day, I guess they just misunderstood. They had a comment and they responded back. I clarified it, I think, but they thought because it was subscribers only mode that basically, they were supported for the channel a long time, but then they were, bummed to see they couldn't comment because it was subscribers only mode, and they thought it was members only, and so they must not have been subscribed, and that's why they couldn't comment. But subscribing is free. So subscription doesn't cost anything. So if anybody's, pretty sure a lot of you already know that, it's the membership which is what costs the money. So subscription, if I have, and I had subscribers only because of the fact of it was in the I knew it was going to be, with a lot of drama llamas because it was about the town meeting.
I'm gonna eat. If you
Okay.
want to eat, you can just get a fajitas.
Okay. Yeah, that's
But you're
fine.
probably not hungry.
Yeah, y'all snack on them later. But that's where, that's why, and my mods know not to, usually, unless it's obscene language or, you know, inappropriate, language talk, then let the dramas llamas, get some attention because that's all they're looking for is attention and love, and we just try to love them back. But then if they get to too much, then they know. Uh, oh, Jeremy and his Ocala. Hey, it depends though, It's like a Latue. It's not a Latua, it's a Latue. The proper pronunciations of these places, I think, are like Indian names, if I'm not mistaken. So, and Jeremy, he's kind of a nerd in that sense. He knows those, he knows he's pretty educated in a lot of things, which is like a variety of things, and that would be something he'd know about because he researched the area. He'd know it. Um, but I know that Alachua is actually Alachua. Right on, Adam. Tell them I have the package coming. I will not let the. I will not. Yeah, just let the anticipation build. Iowa. That's right. That's right. No, that's another thing. Like I've always that one thing I've always challenged people. Challenge me to tell me that we're not all humans and we don't all bleed red. We might not all agree with things, but that's okay. That's cool. It's just like with Levi. Sometimes Levi, like we all, what I mean. We get in our what do you call it? Just a negative spot, and you gotta change your thoughts, smile, be happy. And just got to change gears. And in reverse, sometimes you got to put them back in dry to go forward. Oh, I know, Levi. Did you guys see his face? I showed Julie that when when I come around the corner. I'm so glad. I know it's funny because man, you wouldn't be, you'd be. I mean, you wouldn't be. I mean, the kid he's very bright. Like I told you, that's why I had to. And I got to be careful what I say because if he's watching. That's why I had to tape up the things and tape them together so it looks like it's all one. Because if he even saw them apart with them untaped, he'd untape. He'll untape them and put them together. That's why I did that. Because when I get back, I'm really hoping, man. I'm really hoping that bike will actually work again. It started drying out. It seemed like the moisture started coming up on the inside of the screen, and so maybe it'll be dry, but then it'll work because it was actually going faster. But yeah, seeing his face was just fun, and I got to see it on the video. But it was funny because he comes around the corner and because he knows how to do the phone, and he switched it back so he can see. And then he likes getting right up in the phone. But yeah. And he got to use it. He got if you were on the Tubetown Live, you got to see it before he got it. You got to see it in use. He went back, got his Pokemon cards, how you say it, and his drawing. And now he can carry stuff around without having to worry about trying to carry it on his bicycle. He can just put it in his basket. Yeah, watch the replay. Well, if you saw the Tubetown, you seen him on a bike before the actual video came out. If you're on the Tubetown. I know. Yeah, I know. I hope it does work out for him too. Now, if it does, I'm waiting, man. That kind of put a stain on the rug because we can't have the magic cycle tag that I was anticipating. But maybe once we'll see. Maybe once the other one comes and it dries out. It was fun. Who is his parents? Just nosy. Lena is his mom up at the trading post. His grandma's up there, and then his dad's there sometimes, but he they live in English. So yeah, he was excited. So my next goal is to get a. I saw one at like one of those pallet stores. It was like $230. I'm like, I can get the brand new one at Walmart for like $230, but I only get the a basketball hoop and set up on the side where the gas tank's at. Which that there's been a slowdown in that right now, which is kind of a bummer. So we'll see what works out there as far as the gas coming to the trading post. Gate's ready to go, the station, but yeah. So just all paperwork, I guess. Paperwork. Same thing I'll be doing. I got to do, and whatever it is, just go through the steps. Go through the steps. Don't forget Whatnot. The Whatnot 130. No motocross race today. You know, I haven't seen any twisters. I ain't seen twisters in a long time. The process skooky. Well, Bub's tackle box is put on delay due to an injury. So I think they're going to be, which I got to check and find out because I might be in Ohio. I don't know. I got to check, but there was an injury, so they're holding back a little bit. Yeah, I mean, why bother watch them? Excuse me. And one thing about it is that by watching them, unfortunately, you're helping them. You know, get that new view and that, you know, just by wanting to find out, you'll find out what goes on this side of things. Obviously, I'm sure as it transpires, Jeremy will let you know. And who cares what they all say? You know, again, they tried suing me and everybody else on the Trespass 5. You know what I mean? Like, and as you all see, that gone, and now there's, I guess the opposite now, the countersuits or whatever that's going on. I'm not exactly sure. I don't really pay that much attention. The only thing I see is when I watch Jeremy's video as to catching up on any of that stuff. But don't bother. No, I mean that's my opinion. They can have their little click and they can do whatever they do and let them be them. But mostly, in my opinion, that just helps those channels. I don't care what they do, what they say, because it happens. People just email me this stuff. You know what I mean? And you know, I got some screenshots of, you know, people's talking and more defamation and this and that, and it's like, you know, their life is talking bad about me, but at least I'm giving them some bit of a life. You know, it doesn't bother me. So I don't pay attention to it. That's what I would suggest to everybody else. You'll find out through Jeremy as to whatever happens and goes on with all the stuff, because he vlogs his life. You know what I mean? So speaking of Jeremy, there's Jeremy right there. What's up, my man? Oh, dude. So, yeah. Okay, I'm not sure. I admitted earlier. I admitted it, and I'm not sure if the video today comes out when I tagged you and left, but I did have to admit, I did, even though I called no tag backs, you did tag me. I didn't get away on that one, so even though I called you out leaving in the truck. We were just talking about the winking lizard. They told me that it's Thursday at 7 p.m. We were talking about earlier. I didn't know exactly, but I think it was LRG gave the address there in Peninsula, whatever that is. So it's gonna be a good time. Like I was saying, I was mentioning, I was like, knowing you, you know, calling ahead and letting them know, hey, there's probably gonna be like at least seven or eight of us, right? And then say the same in viewers that show up. At least a party, at least 14. So I don't know how big the place is. Honestly, I never heard of it, but I heard that's gonna be a cool place. There it is. Yep, we do have security on site for any of the drama llamas that want to try drama. They'll be drama llama right on out. And so no stress there, which is gonna be cool. Isn't I believe Conky and Rob. And yeah, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I believe, you know, the other list. And again, it's all subject to change. To be honest with you, you know, everything's always subject to change, as you know how things are. You never know. Me and Jeremy might decide to go for a hot air balloon ride and fly away, and we get lost. So who knows? You know what I mean? Like, just like that's how random things are. I just come up with random stuff off the top of my head, just like that. And I know Jeremy good enough to know him to where next thing you know, if we come up with some random weird idea like that, we'd be off doing it. So, yep. Okay, sweet. There it is. There's the confirmation. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like a mini, like I told everybody, it's gonna be like a mini half meal time to grill, but everybody's responsible for their own food and drinks and stuff like that. We'll bring Sharpies. I got plenty of Sharpies in my bag. We'll have Sharpies, and I'll try to remember to grab some Tubetown memorabilia. I'll have Julia remind me to get some Tubetown memorabilia to take up there. That way you guys can get a little Tubetown love. So I'll definitely do that. And it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. And like as I mentioned, Jeremy mentioned, I haven't said other things that we had talked about, but I mentioned some other cool things that might be going on. So it's going to be fun. Who's going to have to ride in the back of the police car first? That's going to be the. I called dibs. I already called dibs on the front, or what do you call it? Shotgun. I already called shotgun on the cop car, so he has to ride in the back seat. Could you only imagine? Or me and Jeremy both have to ride in the back seat. They're like, "You guys can't ride in the front seat. No way." They're like, I'm not the chief, because it's a police department, right? If I'm not mistaken, or I'm not sure. Willis busted in Ohio, right? I know you refer to it as a village, so like here in Florida, if it's the sheriff, it's a county, and then like here in Trenton, it's the cities are police departments. So is it a PD or is it sheriff's office or is it something different? Is it VD for village department? But that's title for the yeah, exactly. Well, my goal, my goal is I'm gonna try and get some filming done tomorrow. I might try and do some filming later today because me and Julia, I need to get the river and like relax, get some sun. I haven't really got out in the sun and just like sat there and just enjoyed the water and sun. I need to get my head to calm down, and so I told her I want to go to the river later, and then I'll probably bring the kayak, do some filming, cruise on up into. I've done it before, but cruise up into Hart Springs there. Not going to the springs, but up the river there into the actual spring part. And then I'm gonna do another one to Fanny. But I want to try and get some video footage stacked up. I'm doing some things around here, like later today, maybe tomorrow. And now we have a little bit of footage to work with on our travel time, because as you all know, a lot of times I'm the day of video, but that's where, right now I got footage for tomorrow, which is awesome from yesterday. And that it's hard, but as you all know, Jeremy and I, it's we document our lives, and the travel. I'm sure I'll be doing some lives. I'm sure he'll be doing some lives during travel time. I mean, why not? Take you guys on the adventure with us, and it's gonna be fun. Gosh only knows. I wonder if no, I'm just thinking of some things, Jeremy, that I'll talk to you later about it. It's gonna be funny. Oh my goodness. So I love it. And what's so fun, and that's what's so fun about it, and again, everybody blames Jeremy. You have to blame Jeremy for all the laughs and smiles you get on my channel, because he's the one that made me or told me that I should become a YouTuber. I encourage everybody to become a YouTuber, and to do whatnot. And now I've entered the realm of, I've always been a fun employment, but the fun employment of being able to make videos for you all, and I guess kind of like people do, they call it, I didn't know what it stood for. Jeremy told me the IRL, it's like in real life streaming, for the people who do the streaming all the time. But it's not that we stream all the time, it's just the fact of bringing you all on the journey with us throughout. And it's just fun to share it. And I enjoy, again, you all just enjoy having fun. Like, gosh, I say it so much, I hate that. That's why I gotta go get to the river and just sit by the water. I need to go back to Buck Lake, camp there for a couple of days. And that's where when I get some video footage stored up, I can do that. Exactly. Who's excited? I'm excited. I'm super excited. Like I said, it's gonna be fun. Well, I think what the cool thing about it, Jeremy, is that the fact that some of the viewers that are up in that area, or some of them that might be, because we've had, well, I know for a fact, we've had viewers that were staying, and I think this is the furthest I know of specifically. I know viewers have driven an hour off the interstate, all the way to Tubetown, an hour back, but I know there's been viewers that come by Tubetown that drove they stay in Savannah, drove 4 hours just to come to Tubetown, take pictures. It was very awesome. It was super awesome to be able to be there to meet them, and 4 hours back. So 4 hours just specifically to go to Tubetown. And so therefore at the meet and greet, I think it's gonna be cool to give people that are up within that range an opportunity to be able to come and meet versus, all the way down in Florida, to come to Tubetown. Let's be honest, for some people it's just unrealistic. But it's gonna be cool. I can't wait to get there and do it, and then meet other viewers, and like I mentioned. So Jeremy, so you're going to live stream it, correct? We were talking about earlier, because I was talking about, they're asking about who, being filmed and stuff. But I thought I want to do like clips, and again, this too will stockpile footage for me to work on, to few afterwards. But I want to do like, I'll be filming with viewers and doing like clips with viewers, stuff like that. But are you going to be live streaming it? Because people are asking, and I'm pretty sure it would be yes. But, and obviously if Jeremy's gonna be live streaming, I'm not gonna be live streaming. But I think it'd be funner for me just to kind of do the Q&As type interviews and stuff like that. And for those of you who don't know, like I used to do interviews, in front of 70,000 people in Raymond James Stadium, and sit there and have to come up with your own questions and keep people going, and you're on the jumbotron and stuff like that. So it's, I like doing that. So just talk to viewers and find out, where they're from and how long they've been watching the channel, goals, ambitions. I always like talking goals and ambitions with people in their life. And even if you're, our oldest viewer at this point in time is, I think Jeremy has no idea what he's doing. I think you can live stream. Okay, so again, like I said, we will let you know as we get closer. But what was I just talking about? I totally lost my train of thought. Pretty simple there. I'm just inspiring people to aspirations or whatever, inspiration and goals. But then I think somebody topped you. We had a 79-year-old in the chat. Woodstock was the oldest, and in the chat at 70, we have him from Baby Adventures. So Flippin', how old is Baby Adventures? Yeah, that's right. So Flippin' wants to do the Fluffy Butt live cam. Right? So we have Baby Adventures. That's probably the youngest fan that I have. The next youngest is going to be Logan at 7. So we have from 7 to 76 in the chat. That was the range. West Virginia Hillbilly 75. So who was it? Somebody was 79, I believe, the other day, because somebody topped Woodstock, I believe. But yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. Is anybody in the chat gonna be able to make it to the meet and greet? I definitely need to bring a handful of stuff, Tubetown stuff. That way, I'd hate to be short on something. Yeah, it's going to be. Well, one of the things I'm looking forward to too is, I like looking at old stuff, like old vintage toys, 80s toys. Like that's just cool because again, this brings back your childhood. Sorry, but I know he's got a lot of it up there at Health's headquarters display, so it's gonna be cool to go there and look at that stuff. And I'll probably get some shots, even though he showed it. But I'll probably get some shots of it myself. 74, 279. Retired dad, 2 and 79. All right. There we go. That's the age bracket. That's cool. Oh, it's okay, Susan. If you can't, well, that's a good thing for the live streams and the videos. So, and that's where, like, and again, we'll all kind of plan as we go. You know what I mean? I always like to, I don't want to overstep anybody. Like if Rob's going to live stream it, or Conky's going to live stream it, we'll all figure it out together. If Jeremy is there, isn't there, if he's going to live stream it, I try not to, and I know they would do the same. We don't want to, that just makes no sense because we want all the viewership to, go watch my video or go be on his live or go be on their live. You know what I mean? That's my thought of it anyway. I can be the oldest person on the planet, 65 times 5. Right on, Caroline. Well, and that's where like I want the cool thing about it is I want other YouTube creators, like small channels. It was Angie and Rick's Family Adventures. That's what it was. I couldn't think of I couldn't think of Rick when I was Angie and Rick's Family Adventures. Like I know they're down once in a while. They have a YouTube channel. Like I want, once we're up and moving, I want, and it's all official and it's, all the everything's there. I mean, I could do it right now. I have everything just about everything in place. But I want to make sure everything is right, just because I want to do it right. But other YouTube creators come there to create content. It'd be fun. Help build a channel. If it's hey, with the Tube Town and if they got some new, whoever be gets some new viewers just because they went to Tube Town. Speaking of that, where's the time at? Oh, we're almost done. I forget. But and going to Whatnot, I've done the 2 raids now on Whatnot where it's been viewers of Tube Town. So the first raid I ever did was individual who had actually visited Tube Town. So that was really awesome. That was cool. But we got about 5 minutes left in chat. I appreciate everybody for hanging out and just listening to me babble, babble, blabble. If I miss anybody in chat, I do apologize. I try to watch and interact with everybody the best I can. But once sometimes I get on my little squirrel rants and I can't. So don't forget to jump on over to the Whatnot at 1:30. Go put the pre-bids in now on the Whatnot link. And if you can't be there, I'm just going to goop up there. I'm going to try and get it done in about an hour and a half. I think I can do it. And, that's another way to support. Like I said, don't bother with super chats. Go over there and support on the live auction. Get to the live auction, people. Get to the live auction. I'm going to go auction off some stuff. But, yeah. We got a total of 651 people in here so far. We've had 149 current viewers. No, 151 with 179 likes. I know you guys could be doing something better on your Saturday, probably than sitting here listening to me, but I appreciate you guys supporting me. Don't forget to blame Jeremy. I will go ahead and accept the yes. I did get tagged back. You have to see it in this video if George got it. But blame Jeremy for me being a YouTuber and then me creating Tube Town. Or did I create Tube Town? Who created? Ooh, that could be a trivia question in itself. But the new kayak tours coming, the new canoe tours, the new boat rides to the islands out in Cedar Key. The ultimate viewer experience. Now, don't forget to go check and see if you're still subscribed to both channels. Tube Town, we've definitely breached 14,000. We're at 14,020 now, so we should stay over that threshold. I gotta do some more videos, but I appreciate you guys here. We definitely got to. We're almost. Check your subscription here. We're almost to 700. 32,700. We're at 32,680 something, I believe, last time I checked. So we're right there on that teeter, that next 100 mark. You know what I mean? We're on our way to getting to 50,000. And don't forget to go jump on the Second Sense link, man. Let's push him to get to 100,000. I remember saying when he was down, have no time to grill, and we were just hanging out after we just, it was that night we were just all hanging out here at the RV and. Or no, maybe it was wherever it was. He was saying that he wanted to get that 100,000 mark. Now he gets a certificate and show his son, look, I am a certified YouTuber. So let's get Rob at Second Sense to get to that goal. And don't forget follow all the family in the What Tales family. Don't forget you're gonna get to see us up there at the Winking Lizard, and you get to see the gang up there. Jeremy may or may not be there. Things things could change. Obviously, but that is the plan, and it's going to be a good time. So I will be bringing some Tube Town stuff, and I don't know how much I'll have to bring, but I will be bringing some. Probably a bunch of tokens. That way you can buy a token, and just be like, honorary token, Tube Town token member. But it'll be a Tube Town token or Tube Town 2.0 token. I think 2.0 token. I got plenty of those. So, everybody out there, I appreciate you. Jump over to that Whatnot app. It's going to be kicking off here at 1:30. I probably will. I went and got a Frisco and a biscuit this morning, so that's why I was not that hungry right now. And yeah, it was pretty good. I love it. But I appreciate everybody. Thank you for just hanging out and all that you do for me and watching. Don't forget to blame Jeremy. Always blame Jeremy. That's the name of the boat when I get a boat. That's going to be fun. Just wait. All right. We're going to get that counted down. 10 seconds. Oh, there, or nope, they're there. Uh, Deuces. All right, we go. Ooh, I'm right in your face. Ooh.